two of the top 4 teams. If we had a power ranking for VCT Game Changers APAC Elite, these two are definitely up there. So it's already going to be a crazy game, and we have some interesting compositions as well. I love that Sway's going with the Neon, and they are starting out on the attack, trying to poke and prod their way into Garage right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow default for the side of OGT, though. That's a lot of respect for the AE Celeste side, but on the side of AE Celeste, though, you'll see 3 defenders already on that C side. They know. They have a pretty good read over what Orangutan wants
oh my
to do,
God.
and they already get the first kill. There's a second kill for Ayumiii as well, starting his match off with a bang, and that's a 3rd kill. Orangutan are scrambling right now. There's only 2 of them left in this 2v5. What can they really do?
I blinked, Marquis. The round just started. Come on, like... Ayumiii just walks into Garage like that and instantly takes out 2 people, and she's still alive. OG are scrambling to scavenge this round away, but at this point, it's just so darn difficult. I mean, look at what they have, right? A ghost, a little bit of utility.
30 seconds
That's
left.
it. Look at the positions of how these AE Celeste girls are holding. They're not overly peeking anything. They're not overly exposing themselves to any angles. The best that OG can hope for is possibly a spike plan on B, but they're pushing into this.
They're trying to go do something fancy instead. The spike does drop though, so even if Japips was able to get onto that side, she could not have chosen to just go into the side and get that 300 creds inside. And it was just such a clean round from them, and it shows. The difference is showing of that the coach difference for Ego Celestè. But Orangutan, they have a coach of their own. They have their own micro strategies that they have implemented into the gameplay. And right now, Orangutan seems to be knocking on that garage door, but enerii is going to buy some time using her utility. Now, looking towards the B side, it seems like Orangutan want to go onto the scrappy B push and into possibly a spike plan, but they're just taking their time slowly.
Yeah, they have to be very careful about a push in towards B. You have to watch out for both sides. It's a bit of a 50-50 angle. A-Link, C-Link. So maybe back into Garage is where they will go. And this time they're a little bit more prepared, checking out the entrance of Garage in case Ayumiii pushes into them again. But, of course, enerii with the Spectre.
It's enerii getting the first frag, that crouch shot. Tries to go for a second one, but Kachow makes it away safely. Tries to go for another repeak, but gets Chloe. There's a nade refresh. Buying a lot more time for Alter Ego, but Orangutan have already made their way onto C side. They're not ready for this though, as nabbsky is going to be there for the shots, and Alluka is going to be there for the final kill as well. Alluka, the newest member of Ego Celestè, replacing Hidayah, who, by the way, is on the Orangutan roster now. As no matter how familiar you are, they will run over you.
It really doesn't. This is the thing. It's not just that they'll also run over you. Hidayah is familiar with the old Ego Celestè. This is the new one. All right, and you have to be very careful about this. Look at how disciplined they are. OG, they're making the right call, just going over the really quick play to get the spike planted, knowing that B is often left unguarded. So now with the guns, they just might be able to hold off the retake.
Yeah, that's a good read from them. They're able to recognize that no one's actually on that B, but Eisberg finds the first kill onto CaspeR, who is just a little bit too curious, watching into that Garage. And right now, it seems like Ego Celestè have full control. They're even pushing back into Garage, but Ayumiii with a Headhunter finds the first kill onto Kachow. 4v4, using the safety off that smoke to get that spike defused.
No way.
Oh, they might just be able to get the ninja on this, and Alluka does get the defuse. Orangutan were not ready with their utilities to actually stop that. They thought that when they killed enerii, that was the diffuser, but it was actually 2.
That's why they were able to walk away with 2 flawless wins in the first 2 rounds of the map as well.
Orangutan now struggling to find the answers. They're on a half buy right now. A Marshall, a few Spectres, even a Hero Vandal on Japips. We've seen her do some nasty things with a Vandal before, but right now, it just seems like Ego Celestè are playing just too cleanly, just too tightly. Orangutan could not find an opening. Even when they did, they just got punished for it with a plant on that B side. The gravity well, nabbsky finds the first kill onto Chloe, using a combination with the utility from enerii as well, discouraging any trades from coming back in. And Orangutan, they're a little bit scattered all over the map. The spike is still on that attacking spawn, but CaspeR finds a headshot onto Ayumiii. They might just use this as a go sign onto that A side. This just might buy enough time for Orangutan to get on site and plant.
Yeah, look at the positions on the minimap as well. They're a little bit far and scattered away from the A site. So this definitely gives OGT the spike plant. However, Whether or not they can actually hold it down is a whole other thing. They have 2 Vandals to work with here. Sway has the ultimate, but the timing of when she pops it, that's crucial.
Let's see where she'll actually have to use it ultimate, and there goes the overdrive. But they're just dying left and right. Orangutan are the ones finding the kills. Enerii blastback kill onto Sway though. There's the overdrive getting shut down. All down to Alluka. With a Vandal, Orangutan just might be able to run away with it. Thrifty as she swings out while reloading. CaspeR gets the headshot onto Alluka. And first kill with a Sheriff. Picked up the Vandal. Reaped the rewards from that. And eventually converted it to a full round win for Orangutan. But now, A side. Yet again, I think they probably felt that A had a little bit more of room to give from Alter Ego. So it looks like they're trying to poke and prod onto this A side. But Orangutan are actually very cautious team. You see them push forward with a little bit of resistance, they just freeze, and now Orangutan are starting to prod on the other sides. They know they've baited some rotations coming in. They inspect B side. They saw it was kind of clear, but it seems like they don't want to go in there. But look at Alter Ego Celeste. It looks like they want to push C instead.
Yeah, it's a great way to feel and test the waters, not fully committing to a site, not blindly rushing in. In fact, it's just taking bits of map control. But this is the greatness of Alter Ego Celeste as well. While you might push down A long, they're going to push down C long. However, CaspeR is here to play as well, but then Alluka makes it a trade.
It's a trade on to Chloe, who was supposed to be there to re-peek anyone who might have come for the trade, but instead, Chloe is the one gets taken out. I think CaspeR was not ready for someone to be
30
there
seconds left.
just yet. So it's going to be a 1-for-1. Time is ticking for Orangutan. They use the Cosmic Divide to get onto this B site. They have their eyes set on it. They're running in full speed.
Oh, nice.
And this is a better plan for them if they want to play from window.
Spike planted.
They know that they want to play for this post plant. They are exiting that B side, and they're going to try what they tried to do in their first buy round that Alter Ego Celeste stole from them. They're going to hold Garage yet again. Sway very low right now, and it looks like they're just going to be on the other side of the wall of each other. And as Alluka tries to swing, but look at that flick, the headshot onto Alluka, and it just looks good for Orangutan right now. There's a defuse coming in, but they're using the utility properly right now. They're gonna buy a lot of time. They know that the spike is still open for them. They have the angle for it. Ayumiii finds a kill with that operator, but they just can't get on that spike. There's an aftershock coming out, doing some damage. Sway swings out, tries to get answered off that spike. Alter Ego Celeste don't have the time anymore, and Ayumiii is already running away, and Eisberg is just gonna get caught by that spike, and Orangutan played
Spike. OGT managed to turn things back around. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum.
Momentum indeed, because Alter Ego Celeste, they don't have the economy to buy this round. Ayumiii has saved the operator from the previous round, but that gets immediately shut down by Japips. A swing and a half, straight bullet to the head with a Vandal, and that operator is gone, and it looks like Alter Ego Celeste are in a full eco. All sheriffs on them. That operator did not do a single tick of damage this round, and just rendering that ineffective for the side of Alter Ego Celeste.
Oh, and look at this as well. Wrapping around the smoke. They have no idea that she's there. Eisberg does react to it though, and she gets a second one as well. Marquis, what is happening?
Yeah, the sheriffs, not to be underestimated. We've seen Alter Ego Celeste win rounds with just sheriffs. Eisberg finding to got taken down low to 5 HP though, so just something as much as a shock dart at the very tail end of it should be able to take her down, but Japips is just as low as her. CaspeR and Chloe both have full HP though, and they're trying to execute on this A side. CaspeR is in a very good spot though. She might just have the nice full flank. There's the Nebulas coming in, providing a little bit of cover, but CaspeR is gonna find the first kill onto Alluka, finds the second kill onto enerii as well, and the last one is Eisberg, the one who found the 2 kills. Down to 5 HP though, it's just going to be very difficult for her to do anything. She's gonna have to get 3 clean headshots here. Actually misses. CaspeR was jiggling around, looking at long. Did not expect her to be there, but is safe anyway. Eisberg with 5 HP. Does she really want to go for this, or will she just save?
I think she's going to opt for the save instead. She has enough to buy back for her teammates a little bit next round, perhaps. And also, it's just 5 HP. Yeah, you talked about it. There's really not much she can do. A single peek and she's basically gone. But here's the thing, though. They actually... Eisberg did so much work, right? Taking off 2 players' heads with the sheriff. However, the response from OGT, the setup by CaspeR, now she hears the footstep. What? Okay, 2 more heads. And then Japips cleans up. But once again,
really the one opening this map up for Orangutan. Her flanks, her finding a way onto those sites unnoticed is one of the biggest things that is giving Orangutan these rounds. And right now it seems like they're gonna try to do the exact same thing. They're poking and prodding a little bit. They poked into garage, dipped back out. Orangutan are just trying to get a feel of the defenses of Alter Ego Celeste. We know them as a team that shuffles their defenses around a lot. And I think Orangutan know that. That's why they're poking and prodding. That's why they're trying to get information.
You don't want to give up too many rounds either. So being very careful about this. Eisberg just shuffling back and forth. There's so much map control and presence just from ACL holding these areas alone that they are able to react off of the information. Let's see how OGT actually comes in to dominate the site, though. Sway pushing up front, pushing Eisberg back.
You know, B is completely open, and they're still thinking twice. I think they wanted to find more kills before actually going for that plant. And there's that plant cancellation. Orangutan know that they still have a little bit of time. And look at this, yet again, the exact same thing happening. CaspeR is finding an opening, and Sway finds the bullets through the wall. CaspeR going onto the side, might be able to find a kill onto Logs. The pressure is there. She's still alive though. And I think that Alluka might be able to find a kill, but Chloe finds the first kill, finds the second as well. There's a Rolling Thunder coming in. Alter Ego Celeste want to buy as much time as he can. There's a counter Rolling Thunder as well. Kachow is going to be able to get that spike down. The ultimate's just coming in, but Chloe is going to shut them down, and CaspeR is going to be there for the last kill as well. Or because she's sneaking behind, finding the first few kills, just destabilizes Alter Ego Celeste. But as I say that, they actually find 2 kills. They say, we're gonna take the fight to you if you don't want to take it to us. They find the first 2 frags. They still have some sheriffs on their hands though. And Alluka finds 1 kill. CaspeR is there for the trade. Ayumiii bounces back in, and it's all down to Chloe. And then off that timeout, Alter Ego Celeste, they found something.
And they've also found Chloe alone. Nothing but a Vandal to work with. She has 2 nanoswarms, so she could find some way to flush them out of corners, which is what she's attempting to do. However, you're just too far back. Look at all these defensive angles that Alter Ego Celeste are holding. Eisberg with the peek for info. If they wanted to, they could actually go in for some kind of a flank, but instead it's just going to be that clean double peek. We close things off. Alter Ego Celeste back into the game.
It just looked different for Alter Ego Celeste. They finally brought back the aggression that we know them for.
That's a hallmark of a great team as well, right? To be able to perform like that, to win off these after timeouts. Now Sway going on the offensive, tip of the spear into the A site. Of course, rotations underway as well for Alter Ego Celeste.
Yeah, but look at Alter Ego Celeste. One rotation, they don't over-rotate. On a map like Haven where there's 3 sites, they know that you can afford to send one in, but you still want to get that information. They are confident that they can get more information from that, and CaspeR is going to be able to find the first kill using the Cosmic Divide, and oh my god, the lurks from CaspeR are just crisp as Orangutan. They just spray Alter Ego Celeste down. It looked like a pretty competitive 4v5, but all of a sudden, they all just fell.
I am terrified, Marquis, of CaspeR right now. She's set 12 and 6. Expected for Alter Ego Celeste.
Yeah.
They have no idea how to deal against it.
It seems like she's the one that's there to punish every time Alter Ego Celeste wants to push out. And that keeps him honest, by the way. We're not seeing Alter Ego Celeste push out often, or much at all this time. And it looks like Orangutan are the ones changing things up. They're the ones speeding it up round. They rushed onto the C side. They haven't taken a single fight. CaspeR is not lurking. In fact, she's with the team right now. They've just changed it up so much, and Alter Ego Celeste are trying to look for her. If you take a look at where Alter Ego Celeste is, they're trying to look for information behind, and they're not finding anyone.
My goodness.
Finding the first kill. Alter Ego Celeste are going to try to mount this 3-kick enerii, but a Hero Vandal finds one as Kachow shuts her down. There's a lockdown being committed as well. Orangutan are not messing around as nabbsky find a kill with the Sheriff. Eisberg gets taken down, and nabbsky dips out of that lockdown. She finds yet another kill.
Wow.
A third one as well with a headshot. With just a Sheriff, she has to reload though. They know where she is. Almost unlikely for her to find anymore, but Japips is going to shut her down. nabbsky finding all those kills. It was a 1v1.
Playing catch-up at this point, and this is a look that we haven't seen before. Now they're trying to change things around with Ayumiii on the operator.
Immediately gets shut down. Sway wanting to be the tip of the spear, but the tip of the spear meets a shield. And that is Ayumiii on that chamber. We've seen her. She's pretty much chamber main now. Remember, Ayumiii used to be, Ayumii's Jet. Like, it used to be a double duelist for Ego Celestè, but on that chamber, she really is able to lock these sites down and just not let anyone come in. And we're starting to see that with these setups from Ego Celestè. They're starting to find these first kills. Exactly what they wanted, by the way. Orangutan were not giving it to them, but they finally found it.
Okay. Well, it's still scavenging and looking for other things. Orangutan have swapped back to the B site where they find an opening after taking out Alluka. Spike instantly planted, and now they have to set up for post-plant positions. They were pushing in towards the link, and that is where, unfortunately, they will start to crumble a little bit. Marquis, this is Japips in a 1-on-3 situation.
Yep, 1-on-3. We've seen her clutch before. Japips on this Sova has been absolutely amazing, but it's going to be an easier clutch if there's no one behind her. Someone is already creeping up. They fake the defuse. Japips walks out. She's not giving up much information, but Ayumiii might be able to find the back of her head. That headhunter. Oh no, she whiffs. She misses, but she gets the last shot anyway. Gets the headshot onto Japips. Didn't have to lose nabbsky there, but Ayumiii a little bit of a panic there. Seem to have found Ego Celestè's number. Ego Celestè find a way to call back, keep it close, not too far. And it looks like that overdrive is going to get committed. Sway just running in, really leading the way. Does not find anyone though, just going full forward. There's the Rolling Thunder coming out. Sway gets taken on by Alluka, but it's exactly what they need to open up the site as Chloe comes in. Ayumiii finds one before falling though. They have control over the site, but still a 3v4. They don't have the numbers. The rest of Ego Celestè are just prepping for this retake. They know they have the numbers.
Oh no.
Alluka finds the first kill through that corner. Chloe though finds a headshot. Wants to use that lockdown, drops it down, and Neri finds Japips, and Chloe is gonna get taken down by Alluka. Did not expect yet another one from Garage, and Ego Celestè make it a tie game.
A little bit of a Hail Mary push, if I might say so myself. Again, it's that sort of Sway leading the way type deal, and then the rest of them crashing onto the site like a wave. But
they've had a rough start in when they first entered the scene as this team together. But they just stuck with each other. They just kept upgrading a few pieces here and there, but and solidifying strategies around. And I think they finally found that roster to be able to make a deep run in this tournament. And as we go into the second half, we're gonna have to see if they can hold off the onslaught that is Ego Celestè, because this is an attack side map after all. And going in even, I think they expected a better score than that.
Yeah, they definitely did, and you can see it affects their confidence a little in the way that they're exploring this map. Because of the lack of map presence, it allows for Sway to actually push down mid that way. But now she's found herself in a bit of a situation as she's pinned down, uses the slide to get out of it, but still tagged up through the nebula.
Yeah, just a little bit of too much utility thrown at her, and I think that she was expecting to be able to use that speed to get away, using that slide to get back into safety, but the walls are not that strong. They still got shot through that wooden wall, and unfortunately for her, was punished. So Ego Celestè now trying to go on to this A set where there's one lone defender. It's all down to Chloe playing on that sewers, letting them in, knowing that her teammates could still come in first before she takes any action. They're just gonna go for this retake. She has a frenzy in her hands. Ego Celestè get the plan. Oh no, they don't get the plan. They cancel the plan. In fact, it's Alluka tries to creep up onto Chloe, finds a kill onto her, but the rest of Orangutan are already making their way from A main. CaspeR flanking it again. Kachow finds one, finds a second as Eisberg takes Japips down. It's all down to CaspeR. She's the one lurking. She's the one flanking. Is she gonna be able to find Alluka? Tries to swing forward, not landing the shots. They're booked so low. CaspeR needs to reload. Buys a little bit more time. She has quite a bit of time to play with here. Drops down a star, pulls him in. Just not enough just yet. Not landing the shots though. CaspeR, she gets one, but Alluka eventually takes her down. She was so close to making it happen.
But wait, it's not comfortable.
It's not at all. And Orangutan, I think they wanted more from that. They had the positions, they had the kills. They almost had the flanks. Ego Celestè were really confused, but just not landing those shots. 10 HP is what separated a pistol round, and that pistol round might be pivotal to winning this map, in fact. as Ultra Ego Celeste. They've already made their way onto this A side. They're already pushed down deep as enerii takes CaspeR down. No sneaky from you. There's a nade coming out from enerii as well. Takes down Sway. Now down to 3v5. enerii is just holding them back. And right now, Orangutan don't have any other options except to go through A. Straight on, head on with classics of Frenzy. It's just not much they can do.
Effectively blinking across the site is what enerii is doing, and they have this newfound confidence because they won that pistol round, like you mentioned, Marquis. So now it's the retake coming in from OGT. They only have classics of Frenzy. They walk straight into choke point.
They did get choked, and enerii almost got that ace, but Japips shuts it down. That's a moral victory for Japips. She's not gonna let enerii get that ace. She has had so much already, but nope, it's gonna get shut down this time around. Lack of firepower, but not a lack of talent, because that headhunter is still going to be very dangerous, but it looks like it's going to be Chloe on the receiving end of this attack yet again. Has to back away from this A site. They want to go for this retake instead. They have the full guns. They don't want to lose it right now to Ultra Ego Celeste, and they've already made their way onto the mouth of the A site, but are still waiting. There's the Rolling Thunder coming in. They're going to execute, but no one is going to get stunned. That Nano Swarm is going to buy some time, as Ultra Ego Celeste are already positioning their planting towards the back side, the front side rather, of A site. And Orangutan, they have the guns. They're ready to go for this retake.
Go.
Unfortunately tagged up a little bit though. Again, we talk about this so much. A side is always the most difficult to retake. It's effectively 2 choke points, and you can't really drop out of heaven easily. So they really need to find some kind of a pick outside of A link. But look at how AE are holding this.
They are still holding, but enerii getting taken down is going to be really expensive. But nabbsky is going to find 3 with her Spectre. CaspeR finds a double kill. It's down to 29. Finds a kill with her classic as well. Time is ticking though, and Ayumiii with his headhunter. Oh my gosh, she gets taken down really low. There's no more time. CaspeR just needs to find his last kill if she wants to get his ace. It's another moral victory. Getting shut down instead by Ayumiii. That classic to the face. CaspeR is going to get denied. And Ultra Ego Celeste.
ACL with their positioning is so strong.
Not just the positioning, but of course Eisberg with a flash there, with the flash 3, enabling nabbsky to get that triple kill. And I think that Eisberg has always been kind of the unsung hero for Ultra Ego Celeste, because all these kills go to everyone else, but it's because of Eisberg's utility that enables this. Orangutan now on the back foot. He had to save yet again. Sway trades for Kachow though. It's gonna be a 1-for-1. Just jumps back away to safety. Alluka finds CaspeR lurking as we know it, and Chloe gets taken down as well. It's all down to Sway and Japips. Not much in their hands. Sheriff, might be able to find a kill. Misses the first shot though, but eventually converts. Does not take any damage. So now down to 3v3. This might be doable, in fact, for Orangutan, because 2 members of Ultra Ego Celeste are low here.
They might be able to close this one out, OGT, given that Japips has managed to scavenge a rifle, and like you mentioned, 2 players are low, but that said, this comes down to positioning, because they have the sight, they have the tempo, they can go anywhere they want to, and OGT are still catching up to them.
And where are they going?
Because of this.
They're all in spawn. They've
got Eisberg.
They've got Eisberg. They've got Alluka for the pull. They got nabbsky in case they need some information. Look at this. All the utility being used here. It's a pull coming in. No one's gonna stop the pushback. And now they're moving. They're inching forward. They're gonna use a stun as well. It's just trying to take it. There's nothing to be done here as Alluka cleans things up. Quad kill yet again for the newest member of Ultra Ego Celeste.
It's still not quite enough because ACL just seemed to be that fast.
They're just playing fast, and sometimes just pulling the carpet from under them. And here's the fast right now as enerii tries to go in, but CaspeR shuts her down. Ayumiii mixes the trade though as Chloe has to play forward. Gets taken up by Ayumiii yet again. Kachow is going to be there for the trade. Runs back to safety. Is on longs right now. She does not find yet another kill. Eisberg shuts her down. 3v2 right now. Japips and Sway. We've seen them before. The last 2 members yet again. Can they actually change it this time around? Can they actually take this round back? As the Nightfall is used to secure this round, Ultra Ego Celeste are not messing around. 3v2. They're respecting the last 2 members of Orangutan. They're respecting Japips and Sway here.
It's a bit of respect, but it's also a bit of a save as well for OGT. Sway with such a high value weapon. She's still actually peeking back in.
Yeah, they're putting back in. There's the flick. Finds the first kill. Starting to look very doable for them. 2v2 right now. They get some information as well. They know where Eisberg is. But the time is ticking and they need to act fast. Japips finds the first kill. 2v1 now. They should have an inkling of where the last player is. But the no-scope does not hit as Alluka shuts it down to clutch 1v2 for her. The spike is probably going to take her down, but it doesn't matter because they're up 11-6.
Voided Alluka. You can see the trail whizzing right past her.
Yeah, and Ayumiii starts the round yet again with a kill onto Sway, wanting to peek that, wanting to jiggle that, but the 2 times that she's done that on that seaside with Ayumiii on the operator just got shot down. She's just too strong and too fast to handle right now. It's going to be a push, but the stinger, the buffed stinger on Chloe, taking enerii down quick, punishing her for pushing too far forward. But nabbsky is going to be there for the kill onto Chloe. Ayumiii finds another kill onto the lurking CaspeR yet again. Her lurks just not have been effective in this defending half, and also Ego Celestè look like they're going to go into this match point right now because Orangutan only have 2 sheriffs to their name. Coming onto the side right now, these 2 sheriffs coming in. It's time for no kills coming in for Orangutan. They don't find a single one. Also, Ego Celestè have warmed up, and from a 6-6 that looked really close, we were talking up Orangutan. It's now a 12-6 Kwek.
Yeah, they just at the start of the second half, they flipped the switch. They won 6 rounds in a row, and we are at match point. It's a little bit tough, and this is one of the things you have to admire about ACL. They are such a fun-loving team that they don't really let the downtimes get to them. They are still able to play in such a relaxed manner that they are just able to dominate sites. Dominating the sites, dominating on the attacking side, and that's what we were saying coming into the second half. Can Orangutan still slot? And so far, the answer has been a complete no. They have not won a single round on this defending side. While their attack was really good, the defense just not great. Ayumiii finds the first kill.
Bomb grenade out. Found them.
And now a sudden rolling thunder. It's enerii just trying to displace them, push them away. The spike not quite committed yet. They might think it's a B, and they are actually biting into that bait.
And they're biting onto that bait. Alter Ego Celestè are already onto the C side. 3 members already on that side trying to establish a post plan. But Chloe is going to be there to shut Eisberg down, not expecting her in that corner. Kachow is also in a great position to stop nabbsky as Sway finds her first. And it's not looking good for Orangutan. They just might be able to get around in the second half. There's the lockdown being committed as well. They don't want to go out just yet. They don't want to give up this map. Alter Ego Celestè and Alluka pushing forward, gets stunned by the relay ball, pushing forward, finds a kill, but Sway is going to be there to shut it down, and Orangutan finally get around in the second half. Finally being able to figure out the attack from Alter Ego Celestè. And it started from shutting down enerii. Enerii's push forward, just really punishing her. And now it looks like it's Orangutan taking the fight to Alter Ego Celestè.
Suddenly changing the pace again, indeed, Marquis. They love to, at times, hold. At other times, they peek out. And that's something that you can do if you have a Neon in your composition. ACL are afraid of this, and that's why they're playing default right now.
Yeah, they're playing a slow default. Orangutan, they have Sway playing that A long. It looks like she's going to be the one to receive. Star comes down. She should get a little bit of information here. There's a Nebula coming out.
Gotta go.
There's the Prowler. Does not find anything, but knows that someone is there on A long. It looks like they're going to commit to this A push though. Alter Ego Celestè, as they have the spike here. Ayumiii is finding the lurk, starting to try to get on the B side. Knows that there's alarm bot there. Shuts the alarm bot down. There's the nanostorms coming out, discouraging her from pushing forward. But the rest of Alter Ego Celestè, they're already making their way onto this A side. There's 2 defenders from Orangutan waiting, and they're ready to receive. Alright, stuns. Stuns are coming in. Relay bolt out. Japips is going to be there to take the first kill onto enerii. Has to wiggle away. No trades coming in because of the fast lane. As Sway gets taken out by nabbsky as well. And it looks like the Rolling Thunder is getting committed. Kachow stops the plan, in fact. They really don't have much time here. Eisberg is going to have to stick this. If they take it down, it's going to be done. They're going to be done for. And CaspeR is down to this 1v1. Eisberg the only one left remaining. She's the one who planted the spike. CaspeR should be able to get this. She gets the headshot, keeps Orangutan in this game. When you thought it was pretty much over for Orangutan, they find a way. Like these two teams, it's just those small things that could win you the round. And it's the small things that are keeping Orangutan in this game. But for how long? How long can they keep this up?
4 more rounds is all it takes. They are feeling it. Taking more control over the map. AECL now somewhat more turtly, just holding the angles instead, playing the defaults, the same old defaults. If OGT can actually hold down A this way, A lobby that is, that effectively blocks out this one site, meaning that ACL has no choice but to approach either C or B.
Ooh.
But then again,
Shoulder.
oh, sway, perfect.
Finally finds that first kill. She's been losing those first kills because Ayumiii was staring down wherever she was holding, but this time around she shuts down enerii, and that's a high value kill. First blood is always a high value kill. Like CaspeR finds one, gets a second as well as Ayumiii tries to duck out, but there's a third for the trade. Eisberg takes her down. She was not expecting that, but I think she did enough damage to alter Ego Celestè because it's down to 4v2 now for them, and Chloe has control over the side. Gets flashed though. Eisberg with the utility yet again. Gets stunned though. Is gonna be there. Assassinates her from the top to jump onto the box. Takes control over the spike, and it's all down to nabbsky. Uses the haunt. Does not find anyone on this fast lane as Japips takes her down. And Orangutan, it seemed like
Eisberg, but the rest of the squad were ready for this. 3 more rounds, Marquis. 3 more.
3 more in this round. Looks to be very difficult for alter Ego Celestè to win because they have 4 stingers. They know that the stinger is great, and they know that if they take the stingers onto the side, they have a little bit of an advantage. enerii uses the blast packs to go in, but gets taken down by Kachow, who's just eagerly waiting. Finds a second kill as well, but Eisberg is going to be there to spray her down. Japips is going to save it for a 1v1, 1-for-1 though rather. This gun is going to be stuck on that B link, and then
last player standing.
Chloe takes Ayumiii down. It's all down to Alluka with the sheriff, a lone sheriff, against 4 big guns. Can she do anything? Yes, she can. She finds one, tries to go for a second, has to reload. Sway though is gonna try to find her from the back. He has an operator though. She might not want to move too far forward here as she finds a headshot through the floor to Alluka's head. Ego Celestè were feeling like, okay, we close this out in 1. Right? 1. And now Orangutan is breathing down their necks. And Orangutan trying to find the first kill, finds the stun. They saw the head though, and Sway gets the information. She knows that she might be able to find a kill here. Just holds sewers, and there's a nebula for safe entry.
Almost.
Already getting to the side. Almost got that blind kill, you're right. But the defense is still here. Japips is there to help Sway out. And looks like the rotations are going to come in for the side of Orangutan. There's the Rolling Thunder getting committed. The Relay Bolt is going to find some time, but the Prowler is going to get some information. They know she's in hell. There's the C's coming out, and enerii with the pain shells. There's a combination coming out. Ayumiii shuts down Kachow as well. Is this the coaching? Is this the information coming in from the coach? Japips gets one. Stop to plan for a little bit. 2v4 right now. But alter Ego Celestè look like they're going to be able to close this out as Orangutan. They do not have ultimates to use, but CaspeR is going to find the first kill. It's a lot more doable, a lot more digestible in this 2v3.
Well, it's not unwinnable to say the least. They have some stars set up, but they really need to be able to break past this first choke point. If they can take enerii down, it makes things so much easier, but they're playing off the contact of each other.
Yeah, there's a crossfire coming in. nabbsky gets the first kill. 1v3 now. It's all down to CaspeR. And unfortunately, she gets taken down. Alter Ego Celestè play it to perfection. They finally close it out.